Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rosie. So, since my hard rock and heavy metal oriented videos seem to be the most viewed, I thought I would tell why I love these genres so much. Forgive my voice if it sounds kind of wonky. I've been sick for a couple weeks now, and I don't know what's up with my voice, so just bear with me if you can. Before we get off into this video, I want to give a shout out to my friend Michael M. from Texas. When a few bands that he and I both love were out in his neck of the woods, he got me some autographs, and I already put them up in pocket protectors and put them in my binder, but I did take pictures of them, so I will include those pictures in this video. Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate it, and I love them. So, the reason I love the genres of hard rock and heavy metal is because those guitars and bass and drums, they just make me feel like no other genre of music can. It just does something to me that nothing else can. I do love other forms of music. I love old school soul and R&B. I love Motown. I even like a little bit of the old school hip hop. So, I do love other forms of music, but rock music does something to me that no other music can. I enjoy new wave as well, but it doesn't do to me what rock can do to me. It just makes me feel good, you know? It stirs something inside of me. If I feel a little bit aggressive, I can play like Pantera or Megadeth or Korn or something like that, and it expresses how I feel. And when I start to calm down inside, then I'll go to like Slaughter and stuff like that, and by the time that musical hard rock session is over, I feel like loads better, like nothing was ever wrong. So it's almost like a drug kinda, but not a harmful drug, and it just does something to make me feel better. I love it. So the way I got into rock music, my dad was a rock fan. He still is, actually. He told me that he got into rock in the 1970s when disco was starting to take off, and he could not stand it, and he was looking for an alternative form of music to listen to, so his cousin introduced him to rock music. And my dad was a huge Kiss fan. And so when I was 2 years old, he was listening to his Kiss records, and he saw me on the couch as a 2-year-old in 1978, headbanging on the couch. I'm headbanging to Kiss as a 2-year-old on the couch. At 2 years old, I already knew what to do. My dad didn't even headbang, but I did. So there you go. And I grew up exposed to all kinds of music. My mom introduced me to Queen and Grand Funk Railroad, and she just, I got like Grand Funk Railroad songs and stuff like We Are the Champions by Queen as lullabies instead of Rockabye Baby and all that crap. So my parents were and are pretty freaking cool. And all my life, I've just been exposed to all kinds of music. I grew up when MTV was just starting and taking off. So that's how I got exposed to groups like Tom Petty and Journey and Rush. I just love all kinds of music. Or, well, several different types, not all, because I only can tolerate a few country artists, just a few, and that's just barely. And I don't really listen to gospel. I used to have to listen to it all the time when my mom gave her life to the Lord. So there are only a few gospel artists I might listen to, and only a few of those songs that I actually love. So, but I do love the Lord, so there you go. But I just love hard rock and heavy metal because it just makes you feel good. When you listen to it, or when I listen to it, it takes me back to when I was a teenager, to when Justine and I were still friends, to when I was trying to be rebellious and would do little sneaky things that my mom still to this day doesn't know about. So yeah, I just love the genres because it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel young. It makes me feel alive. And when I'm down, it makes me feel better. If I'm depressed, if I'm crying, I'll put on my headphones, bring up my playlist, and just select a few artists that I want to listen to back to back to back. And when that sadness is over, it's like the sun is shining again. It's really cool. It's a cool feeling. Some of the bands, the early bands that I got into, other than Journey and Rush and Kiss, were like, I mentioned in another video, Rat. I've loved Rat since 1984. I've loved Twisted Sister and Van Halen for about that long. And I got into like Def Leppard in 88, 89, somewhere around in there. So, I mean, these bands, when they were popular, from the time that they've been popular, they've been a part of my soundtrack of my life. I remember in 1986, when I was 10 years old, I went to Kmart with my mom, and we were just walking around, and I was looking at stuff while she was doing her shopping or whatever. I don't know what we went to get, but I came across a Poison record. At that time, I did not know who Poison was, and I wasn't as heavy into metal as I am now. But I came across a Poison record, and I was looking at it. It was Look What the Cat Dragged In, and I was trying to figure out if they were girls or guys. I looked at Brett and couldn't tell. I looked at Cece. He really looked like a girl. But Bobby and Ricky were the ones that I looked at, and I was like, oh my God, those are guys. What the hell? Those are guys, and they're wearing makeup with long hair. Those look like guys wearing, oh my God. You know, at that time, it kind of freaked me out because it was not the culture that I was used to. Even though I did see like Boy George and Human League and the guys in these groups wearing makeup, it still wasn't something that I was accustomed to. Guys with long hair, sprayed like the girls that you saw back then, and having a face full of makeup and looking better than the girls who wore makeup. So it was something that I was new to. But I got heavier into metal and became a rock chick in 1990. And I just, because I didn't fit in with anybody else at my school, I did like some of the music they listened to, but not all of it. And when I got home from school in April of 1990 for spring break, I turned it on MTV, and there was Warrant with Sometimes She Cries. And from then on, I was a metalhead. So that's what hooked me. And it just made me feel the way that Babyface and Johnny Gill and all these other groups at that time did not make me feel. Metal just does something to you. And if you can tolerate it, if you can get off into it, and it sounds good to you, and it reaches your soul, then I say go for it. So yeah, I'm a rock chick, and I'm proud of it, and I always have been, because I never liked being like everybody else. So that is why I love the genres of hard rock and heavy metal so flippin' much. And if I can think of anything else rock or heavy metal oriented, I will definitely record it and let you guys know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.